And also some of this is like game preservation for me personally. Like if Nintendo ends up finally cracking down on everything else, I have them all, and so if it's on a Windows formatted drive, then I can use it anywhere. So
And
that was part
also,
of it.
Nintendo, how about some of this?
Yeah.
That.
Yeah, that's you.
This. Very good.
Yes.
You ready to just kick this off?
Yes.
All right. Let's kick it off. And a 1, 2, how do you do? Welcome back to the episode. Welcome back to the episode of the WASD and Beyond. We're your hosts, Nick and Brody. Before we kick things off today, let's thank our sponsors, Final Boss and SCREAMBOX. Thank you guys for sponsoring the show. Links down below for the best gear in gaming. Get some Final Boss on your body, on your walls, anywhere you can get it. Pins, hats, flags, shirts, shorts. I'm wearing my Doom shorts, my Steam shirt. Brody's got the fucking wall flags right there. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
Get Final Boss. Links down below. Also, check out SCREAMBOX, the coolest streaming service for horror movies. That link is down below as well. Check out Roll for Deception. We are recording and playing this Sunday.
Yeah. I probably have that out Tuesday, I would say. I should have some time to get everything edited and but yeah, it'll probably be Tuesday that'll be out. Actual play D&D podcast. This is our third session. But we have two different parties kind of existing in the same world, and we're still early on, so they're not directly influencing too much yet, but I'm sure they will and make my life hell. So, yeah.
I have no idea where any of it's going because obviously, while I may be one of Brody's, I like to say best.
Yeah,
I
of
just
course.
I don't know where the story's going because I'm a player. I'm not just a guy on the outside. I'm on the inside. I'm
That's right.
trapped in there with Brody.
Yeah, you're in my world now, motherfucker.
You wanted to say bitch, but then you had
I
to go.
did.
I saw it. You changed it. You're like, I'm gonna call him a motherfucker. It's like, all right, bro.
Yeah,
Damn,
that sounds
brother.
better. I
Um,
think. I don't know.
so get ready for some more Roll for Deception, and then tomorrow, Saturday, get ready for It Came from Screambox. Noah, Alex, and myself reviewed the 1984 trauma cult classic Toxic Avenger. This is in preparation for us taking every Michigan spawn camp based member and their significant others to the movie theater on August 29th. We bought an entire row to go see this movie with all of our friends here in Michigan. And it's going to be incredible. It's going to be a great time. So we said, fuck it, let's review the original source material that we all love and know very well. So check that out tomorrow. Same feed as WASD and Beyond. Uh, link down below for the Spawn Camp Community Discord server. And while we're at it, let's get this out of the way. Email us. Let us know what you want to hear on the show. Let us know a topic you want us to discuss, some games you want us to talk about or play, or if you want to just hop on and talk with Brody and myself, or just me, or just Brody, just hit us up. WASDbeyond@gmail.com. That is WASDBEYOND@gmail.com. Now on show. Brody,
Yes.
thank God you're back. No,
I
no.
feel like you say that every time I come back.
I
Uh,
You know what? I just feel like mom and dad both left, and I was left with the credit card, and I was told get a large pizza, but I got two, and then I ordered HBO, and then that's dated.
uh, yeah. Yeah, you accidentally got the Skinamax, didn't you?
For the younger audience on Cinemax, past midnight there was softcore pornography.
Yes.
I remember. Okay, do you have a vivid memory of any of them by chance?
No.
I have
No,
a
I
vivid
don't.
memory of one. It was a caveman softcore porn.
That's a choice.
I was sitting in my parents' room. My grandparents just left for the night after babysitting us. And I did a little look around the room, turned on Skinamax, and it was like the weirdest caveman thing in the world. And they were just, at one point, you could see where the male performer is wearing a what I guess I'll call a cock guard.
Probably a cup to
That would
some extent.
yeah, it makes more sense, doesn't it?
But we'll stick with cock guard. That's
Cock
fine.
guard's cool. That's a
Yeah,
cool name. That's if we were WASD on branded cups,
there
call
you
them
go.
cock guards, dude. That's it. That's the merch. And it was just like this weird thing where it's just dude and chick dressed up as cavemen. One dude had the prosthetics on his eyebrow and
Yeah.
it was wild and got enough.
Did it awaken something in you?
Only masturbated. I don't know why. 12 years old, you don't deal crazy.
Well, I mean, at 12, it's like
You get what you
fucking wind
get.
blows just right. Like,
Not anymore for these kids though. They have it way too easy. You know how hard it was to steal a Playboy back in the day? You know what I mean? Like, oh
now
yeah.
it's a Google search away.
That's I think it's far worse. It's just what they
Yeah, it
could
is.
type. Back
This
for
is
me,
true.
it was big boob.
Big boom.
That's it. And I'm like, all right, we're in. Anyways, on to some video games. Brody, I would love to ask you what you've been playing. I would love to. I know you've been playing.
Um, yeah, let's see. I mainly the Battlefield beta.
What were your thoughts on that?
Um, I liked the first weekend better than I did the second.
Yep.
Um, and that's not to say the second weekend was bad. I think I was burned out because they just kept putting us in the same maps over and over and
Siege of
over.
Cairo?
Yes, every single time. I played that map so many fucking times this weekend while trying to finish up some of those challenges. I had one challenge left, and I think it was like I had to capture sectors in Rush or Breakthrough. And obviously you don't get captures if you're on the defending side, so you're kind of rolling the dice every time you load into a game. And I finally said, fuck it, I just don't want to do this.
Yeah.
I did enjoy my time with it, right? Like I do think it is a solid Battlefield game. Um I'm not I'm not crazy about some of the map design. And even the Siege of Cairo was cool for a little while, but when you play it like 30 out of 50 games, it gets a little old. Um so I am kind of interested to see some of the other maps and kind of get a little bit of variety in there. Especially when like you're playing Conquest, it seemed like it always put you on Siege of Cairo. So
Every time it felt like, yeah.
yeah, it was nonstop. But I did enjoy my time with it, and I am still looking forward to it. I do think the second weekend it wasn't as smooth.
No.
I had some choppiness. I had some like weird um server side lag. I
Net
had
code error.
yeah, some netcode stuff where like I'd shoot a guy first and not miss any shots and I'd still die even though he had like a fucking basically the same gun type of thing. Like just weird things that were kind of happening. So I mean it does make me a little nervous, but at the same time I think it's probably fine. Other than that, I've been making a PC to play older games. So,
Game preservation.
yeah, that has consumed a lot of time. The PC took 5 minutes to throw together. Getting the setup done also took 5 to 10 minutes, if even. The media has been the time consuming part of basically just going through a lot of lists and figuring out what I want and what I don't want and all of that. So that has consumed a shitload of time. But it's going to be really, really cool when it's done. And I'm really excited because my kid gets to play some of these games and experience them for the first time now. He tried out like, I think he said it was like Madden. He said Madden '06. And he's like, that game felt like there was like 3 pixels on the screen. I'm like, oh boy, you should try like an original Game Boy game or an NES game because it's a drastic difference.
Ever played a
But
Tiger Electronics game, my friend?
yeah, right. Check out Quarterback Club '98, my
Oh
guy.
my god, the car rides were so sweet though. It was the same
Yeah.
fucking thing. Oh
Oh,
man,
yeah. So that's consumed most of my time for probably what the last 3 or 4 days now. I
haven't seen you on,
basically
yeah.
get off work and I just keep plugging away at that. I have it all set up like a full computer desk and everything. The only thing I need to set up a microphone over there and set up a headset. I bought some cheap ass speakers just to have some sound coming out of it, but
Fuck
I
it.
don't have everything for being able to actually get in on Discord and just chat while I do all
Did you
of
get a
this. Not to
CRT
mention, I
monitor?
have to like, yeah, yeah, that would be cool.
They're
CRTs go for like
expensive though.
stupid money now,
They
though. Yeah,
do.
because everybody wanted them, right? Like there was one specific model of like a Sony TV that everybody fucking wants, and it's like going for crazy,
It's
crazy
like the
money.
perfect TV to play like your 360 to like
Yeah,
Xbox to like Xbox 360s, PlayStation to the PlayStation 3s, things like
yeah,
that. Yeah, I know
yeah.
which one you're talking about.
Initially this setup is I intended to run up through like GameCube, PlayStation 2, and original Xbox. I might be able to get a little bit more out past that, but emulation past that point is kind of hit or miss anyway. So, and I mean, I have a 360 still that I think works. I don't know. I haven't plugged it in a really long
That
time.
poor thing.
Yeah, that thing's screaming for dear life. But yeah, no, it's a really cool project that I've wanted to do for years now, and I just never pulled the trigger on it. But yeah, we're here now. We're doing it. We're doing the
Fuck
things.
yeah, dude. No, dude, I love projects like that, man. I really wanted to make a stealth PC. So like basically a PC that looks like it's from the 90s, but with
Yeah,
like dope ass gear in it. Um, I've seen a lot of people do cool things like that. It's just for me, it's okay. I've seen them do it, and it's all water cooled because those old cases are very constricted,
no airflow.
and it's like I don't want to. Like, I want to do a full radiator case
Yeah,
eventually. Like that's my goal. Like eventually, like I love this thing, but eventually I'm gonna have to go to like the all water, all radiator. I just love the aesthetic. I love the look. But again, that's something where if you don't have your cable management upright, you ain't doing it. There's no point.
no,
Like because
no.
that thing has to face out. When you walk into the room, that's the first. That's the focal point.
It looks like that Simpsons meme where he's got the clothespins in the back.
Yeah.
You just shove the wires back behind the
Yeah,
motherboard.
dude.
Like, yeah, it's fine.
It's fine. Like I can
It's
walk
pretty
into
on the outside.
Neil's. I can walk into Neil's office and he has a giant PC, water cooled, beautiful cable management from the outside to the end. I'm like, God damn, bro, son of a
Yeah,
bitch.
that takes time, and I always go in with the intention of doing that, and then I get, like, halfway through the cable management side of it, and I get pissed off because cables will not sit where I want
Something
them
will
to or
unplug and
what if something unplug yeah, just something stupid, and I finally say, "Nah, fuck this."
enough's enough. But I've been I did the same thing as you did. I played a lot of Battlefield 6,
Battlefield.
Battlefield. It is water. Then I've been playing a lot. I played a lot of the beta and same shit, same thing Brody said. I'm not going to reiterate too much, but what I will say is found an exploit with the team. That was funny. I went up a
It was funny.
little like broke down radio tower thing, jumped where I wasn't supposed to jump, jumped again, and then Connor, I put a little respawn beacon down, and everyone went, "Of course you would." And I wasn't looking. I found it, and everyone went, "Uh-huh." And then Connor jumped to the other side of the building, and he goes, "There's more." And I went, "Well, do tell." And then we were on top of the map basically, and people,
Did not like that.
if you could hear VoIP, it would all be censored. There's no way I didn't get called a hard slur that day.
Oh, for sure.
But I was on top of a building. Brody like looked up at the camera and went, I'm not saying it. They did. Brody's Brody at one point I'm like up on this like where I'm not supposed to be, and I'm looking down going, boom, dead, boom, dead. And I felt so dirty, but I felt even
Yeah.
more dirty when I grabbed my noob tube. I went, this will be funny. Boom, and then just like five. I'm like, so
Oh,
bad. I was like,
I
okay,
the one thing I didn't mention about this is when I was frustrated with the game, it was because I was playing by myself. Whenever we were all playing together, it was a fucking blast, and it
yeah,
was
dude,
exactly what I remember from playing Battlefield back in the day with friends.
yeah.
Like it, even when it is shitty and things aren't going right, it was still a blast to play.
Well, even me finding that exploit was still funny. Like it
Yeah.
wasn't
Oh,
like it
absolutely.
wasn't like I hacked. I literally
No.
jumped somewhere I shouldn't have jumped. And it was allowing me to get on top of a building, which, may I add, you should just be allowed to get on top of that.
Yeah. I
So,
mean, it was so common in Siege of Cairo anyway because people would parachute in and land on top of the buildings, so there was always people on top of the
yeah,
buildings, but they aren't realistically supposed to be
but it's
there, so
fully textured and there's things to climb. And I'm like,
yeah.
this should be in the game. And or
Yeah.
like you should be allowed to do this. But
Like, I mean, in 2025, we do typically look up at buildings because we've had verticality in FPS games
I
for
like
a
vertical
while now.
FPS shooters.
Yeah.
I don't need to just have it full, like straightforward. Like, if I get shot from some dude in a window, I'm not gonna get pissed. I'm gonna be like, damn. Like, well, it depends if I
Well,
spawn die,
yeah.
spawn die. Um, but no, I mean, dude, it's a blast. I can't. I think. Oof. I hope this is a smooth launch. It needs to be. This Battlefield has to have that launch. Go
I
so
don't
incredibly
even
smooth.
necessarily need it to be a smooth launch. I just need it to be a smooth Battlefield launch,
Yes.
which really the bar is set incredibly low.
Meet
You
us
did
in the
just
middle.
did 2 huge stress tests, like, hopefully, please.
Oh my god. We'll see. We'll see. Well, let's break some more bread. Let's talk about. I think I probably didn't. Even, that means eating with like a neighbor, doesn't it?
Yeah, typically.
Let's do
I
that
mean,
then.
like making peace, yeah, it's fine. You're good. You're
Okay.
good.
Let's get on to the main topic. I kind of wanted to discuss like gaming trends currently.
Yeah.
Every, I would say, decade, a good handful of trends take their claws and sink them into the industry. Right now, the trends that I'm noticing are low poly horror games, mouthwashing, um, Fear the Spotlight, uh, fuck, Pro Country, and there's a ton of others that are coming out and are out. Some are very good, like the three I just mentioned, and some are shit. And it's unimaginative. You got extraction shooters, you got looter shooters that are really like the big extraction looter, battle royale, what have you. I just wanted to discuss a bit of how these trends come and go. And do you feel like any of the current trends we are seeing nowadays are going to stick? Because for me, the low poly thing works sometimes. Like
Yep.
I'm I understand not every game has to look crazy good. Everything's going to have its own art style. And that's fine. But if you gave me the option to play Resident Evil when it was first released, to play what we are getting with Resident Evil now, I'm going to tell you I'm going to play the new Resident Evil because I don't
Yeah,
want to go back to
absolutely.
that. Like I
No.
tank controls and the the pixels are so out of whack. Yes, back then and still for nostalgia, it's amazing to see and look at and like reminisce. But if I'm given the option, I don't need to play that. But play the new shit. There's nothing wrong with all the old stuff. I love. I mean, the joke in the server is that I'm the guy who plays 30-year-old games. Very true. I will sit
Yeah.
and just play 30-year-old games, 20 whatever. Like right now, I have the biggest like itch to go back and play Kane and Lynch Dog Days.
Oh, hell yeah.
Fucking love that game. I have an itch to play the old Max Payne. Like there's so many games I have an itch to play that are just old because sometimes the new games don't. It just don't cut it for me.
I feel like this year in particular too. I mean, there's been some huge hitters, right?
Yeah.
But I do feel like Wu Chang Fallen Feather didn't really hit. Like
Oh,
there's
not at
been a
all.
handful of games that just really haven't done what we were really Avowed was another one, right? So I
Yeah.
do feel like there's a lot of people kind of turning to maybe not 30-year-old games, but older stuff in general. So yeah, I think there's absolutely a market there. I think the problem with like those low poly games, or not necessarily problem. I think the audience that captured or captures is such a specific market. It is people our age, right? Like uh essentially millennials, right? Like whether it be on the lower or older side of that curve, but I feel like millennials are the ones that are like, I remember playing N64 games. I remember playing PlayStation 1 games. This is kind of neat, right? And so it is really cool, and I do enjoy that people are doing that because it's also like the 3D era that always gets pointed to as being like ugly, right? Like you look
Mhm.
at Final Fantasy 7
Yeah, the
and
blocky, like,
the real blocky, and
yeah,
even
yeah.
then, like from my understanding at that point, like the character models were pretty bad even for the time, right? Like but people enjoy it, and it because that story was so incredible that
Yeah.
people enjoyed the game regardless. And I think there's something to be said for if you can release a game now like Crow Country, right? And it comes out and it has that art style that not everybody's gonna vibe with, but it still gets pretty positive
Great
feedback
reviews.
and
People loved
overall,
it.
like I think there's something to be said for your game as a whole if you can work with that more minimalistic art style and make
Mouthwashing
it
did the same
work.
thing.
Yeah, mouthwashing was one
That's a
that was
cult
everywhere.
hit, dude. It
Oh, yeah.
People love that. Like, there's like whole like lore dumps, and like it's insane. Like, because I like mouthwashing. I fucking love mouthwashing. Great game.
That's one I have not tried yet. I do need to play it, and
Depressing.
it's been on my list. I just have yeah, that's another reason I'm like, you know.
I don't need this right now.
I don't need sadness in my games.
Every fucking thing is sad nowadays.
Except
Uh,
for Expedition 33 is like one of my favorite games of the year. So I
oh,
don't know. Maybe I do. Maybe I'm a sucker for it.
I was talking to a couple of guys at work, and I brought up how at one point you're like, told me like, did you like Baldur's Gate 3? Like, I love Baldur's Gate. Not gonna try Expedition at all. I was like, so then like Zach at work was like, probably should. I
It's
played.
even on Game Pass, dog. I
No,
know you have access to it.
no,
It's not free to try, but you already pay for it, so
I don't. Yeah, I'll just play it. I
play it.
know,
Just
I
do it.
know, I
I think
know.
you'll love it,
I think the
or you're gonna hate it, but I think you'll love it.
I'll love it because it's so fucking weird.
Yeah.
I'm a weird
You
fucking
you
guy.
have to make it through Act 1. That is my
Okay,
only requirement. If you drop it after Act 1, fine. But you
okay.
have to make it through Act 1 first, and then tell me you do not wanna continue that fucking game.
All right. WASD and Beyond Wheel and Deal has happened. Shake on cam. It'll be on YouTube.
Yep, uh-huh.
All right. There you go. I'll start next. I'll start on Monday. I'll
Hell yeah.
stream it even.
Oh, hell yeah.
There you go. So
Love
stream
to
on
hear it.
Monday of me playing, trying to play it. Is it? Did you play with a keyboard, mouse, and or did you play with a
I no
keyboard
controller.
control? Okay.
Or well,
What
no.
happened to
I
me right there?
played
I had a stroke.
I actually think I played it mouse and keyboard. Just kidding. Because my controller was wigging out when I was trying to start it.
Okay.
Something about like the Xbox, it fucked with some shit. But I do believe I actually played it mouse and keyboard.
Okay. I'll
It's
try it Monday.
friendly either way, so
Cool.
whichever way you want to.
All right. Now that we've gone there, I'm playing Expedition now. So yeah, I mean, it's really cool to see that style lend itself to the current age, to the current audience, and to like kind of recapture us as players. But again, and like just if you're a small studio doing this, I have no problem with that. It's probably a great way to save some money.
Yes.
For
Yeah.
small teams, that's a great way to get some shit pumped out. Like and then you can release that game. People love it for the art style, sure, but it gives you more time and money to make a game.
I think, yeah, I think it's a great option, especially for like an indie studio to get their idea out in a way that isn't going to cost them $100 million to do photorealistic graphics and mocapping and this and that, right? Same for pixel art, right? That's why pixel art took off, is because you had things like Stardew Valley or Shovel Knight. Like those are two big heavy hitters that I think of, especially at the like start of it.
Fuck about
That
Animal Well
really,
now.
yeah, Animal Well, like it just it's very interesting, and I but you don't see like third party studios doing that, right? Which fair enough, or not. Sorry, not third party, but like triple A studios doing that, which I'm okay with, right? I don't need them to ruin it.
Yeah, no.
But at the same time, it's hard to look at an art style and know if the game is actually going to be good just because it's pixel art. Because there's so many of them. In some of like again, I'm like the RPG JRPG kind of guy for all intents and purposes.
Yeah.
Um, so you can go on to Steam right now and look at JRPGs, and half of them are going to be things that were made in like RPG Maker,
Yeah.
and you're like, right?
Like,
But
bitch. Yeah.
we also had something like Sea of Stars last year that had gorgeous fucking
Yeah.
pixel art. Like it was incredible what they did there. So it's a real toss up. Like it's there's a lot of trends that are happening, especially in the indie space. I think even more so than anything else, that really kind of leads the direction of where everybody goes for
Yeah.
the future. Another indie trend that is really popular right now is VoIP games.
Holy
Like you
fuck, I
look
didn't even
at
think about that.
that is a fucking huge one, especially if you set it up to where your character talks as or moves their mouth as they
It's
are
genius.
as talk. It's amazing. And honestly, I think those games live in that like $5 to $15 range
Yeah.
because you can hit up your buddies on Discord, be like, listen, man, it's $8.
You
Eight
got
fucking
$8,
dollars.
bro.
Like, come on. like and people will buy it, right? Like that's why Lethal Company was so successful, even though they didn't have the move mouth things. But then you look at Repo, where they
Climb
started
is
to do
fantastic.
the moving mouth things. You've got Climb more recently, that was a huge hit, not only because it is a fun game, but also the VoIP is pretty good, where everybody sounds distant when they're far
Yeah.
away, and I think those are really awesome, fun party games that you can charge like, yeah, $10 is like that sweet spot, right? If you can, it's really hard for you to convince somebody to buy a $70 game, but a $10 game, like
Every
you could
time,
convince
baby.
somebody to buy seven of those motherfuckers easier than you could convince somebody to buy a $70 game
It works every time.
all day. Almost every time,
I
yeah,
mean, dude,
right?
like
Like, I've bought games for $5 that the Discord has been playing that I have never even touched. Like,
Climb though, oh man, like that
Climb's good.
thing with Climb that I really fucking love, and I don't want. This is my biggest fear. I don't want the AAA realm touch these things.
No,
I want them to stay
absolutely not.
away from some of these trends because it's like, let these studios. They're doing it. Let them do it. I don't
Yeah,
need Call of Duty to fucking add the fucking mouth move. I don't need that. Call of Duty just needs to
no.
fuck off for a couple of years, reevaluate what it's doing, and realize leave the fucking Beavis and Butthead and Nicki Minaj to Fortnite.
It makes them too much fucking money. They never will. That hamster wheel has been spinning for the last fucking 20 years, and it's not gonna stop.
I hate. Anyways,
Yeah.
I really just hope that the AAA scene, I'll say that, stays away from that. Because like what these people are creating is fucking awesome. And it's great time. And yes, the other trend that I am seeing is made for streamer game, which a
Yeah.
lot of these fall into because I'm gonna say straight up, I think streaming has ruined gaming in a way that
Yeah,
most people are like we make content
that's right.
lazily. We
But still.
we could clickbait, flip farm our shit. We do not.
No.
because I love what I'm talking about. If you want to hear it, you'll find it. Like, yes, I could make this more successful. Sure, we could. But I'm not
Yeah.
playing Climb, not playing Repo, Lethal Company, Crow Country. I'm not playing these games to just sit on a stream, which is ironic because I'm going to play Expedition on stream Monday. But I'm not doing it for the clicks. I'm doing it because I love to play this game. Like,
Yeah.
yes, there are funny moments that happen that I'm like, immediately, I was like, that has to go online because I need other people to hear that joke.
Yeah. Dale and Dawson was another one
Oh
that
my
really took over the
god,
Discord, right?
he didn't upload shit.
Or the protocol, Lethal Protocol?
Yes.
Uh Something like that. Like that's another one. These party game or not really even party games. These like collective sandbox games of some sort just really works so exceptionally well. But yeah, unfortunately, they do fall into that realm of streamer game. You look at games like when I think of streamer games, I typically think of like those inherently bad games like Only Up, where it's just frustrating or getting over it with
Bennett
Bennett
Foddy.
yeah. And then there's one that I've seen my kids watch where there's a guy throwing a fucking a milk bottle and trying to lay it on different platform. I don't fucking know, but I I think games like Lethal Company and all of these other VoIP games, especially the ones that have gotten extremely popular, I don't know if their sole intention was streaming, whereas I do think the ones like Only Up are entirely for streaming
Yes.
or Chained Together. Like we had some fun with Chained
Yeah.
Together too, but that is very much a streaming game as well. Like there's a lot of those as well, and streamers are just a whole nother
They're
fucking
vampires.
animal, right?
I
Oh,
really
absolutely.
I really do feel like XQC can catch these hands. Tim the Tatman, you're a fat bitch. You can catch these hands. Oh man, Ninja, I don't really hate you. You're just a dick to people for no reason.
Yeah.
I don't like big streamers.
No.
I don't because what it does is what it should do is inspire the younger generation of streamers and get players and gamers who are gonna maybe end up in esports and on Twitch doing all these cool things to actually enjoy the game they're playing.
Yeah.
Half the time, this streamer epidemic is them sitting miserably in a chair like that big bitch queso screaming and hating their fucking lives until they see the dono hit. And it's like, fuck you, dude.
The whole personality that they have to take on and because that's what is popular with kids, right? This overstimulating,
Yeah.
screaming, yelling, overreacting to fucking everything is this it's terrible, right? My kids, my especially my youngest, he likes to watch a lot of like YouTube. So he will watch these YouTube videos of not necessarily streamers. I'm sure they stream as well, but where they have gotten most of their popularity is through YouTube. But it's the same thing, right? And my wife finally told him, like, you can't watch these fucking videos in the morning because I am going to lose my shit. Like before school, they wake up in the morning. The first thing he does is turn that on, and you have some guy screaming into the microphone, overreacting to the fucking 10th degree about something stupid that happened. You're like,
You're having a panic attack.
like shit stresses me the fuck out. And then like I've streamed a couple times. Like I think I was playing Doom or something, and there's like this constant need to talk almost.
Yes.
And I don't play games that way. I don't really. If we're playing in a group, I react that way. But nobody sits there and plays games the way these fucking people play games.
No.
They're psychopaths.
Dude, and I know this sounds like old men yelling at clouds, but like I just I just I like finding streamers who are actually digging the things they're doing. Like
Yeah.
Linko is a good example. Sean
Mhm.
over in England. Um, while he's a bit sassy online, you're sassy, Sean. Very sassy on Twitter. I do know for a fact the games he's playing he loves.
Yeah.
They're niche titles to the norm. They are, or sometimes it's just Quake or Half Life or like just all these old games that He loves to play. Like, that is sweet. When fucking Miss Slaughter is live for oh my fucking god, System Shock. This I'm so stupid.
Night Dive.
Night Dive. She'll do the Night Dive stuff, and I'm sorry, Night. I love you, Night Dive, so much. I cannot believe but like she is great because you could tell she loves it, and then she'll go play like Sonic, like Fighter, like that's cool. It's cool to see
Yeah.
people like that exist, doing cool things and playing the games they like to play, and then also talking with their community. But that's a
Right.
trend that I cannot get behind. Is just the fake personalities, like
Yep.
and like for like Shroud, like I don't necessarily like Shroud, but at least I know he actually comes from like gaming. Like the dude
Yeah.
fucking was Counter-Strike pro.
Yeah.
Like I know you fucking care a little bit, but like yeah, dude, that shit sucks. Hate that shit. I hate streamers. They are a cancer. And I just if there's like a celebrity boxing, I'll be like the not celebrity, but I'll just throw hands with anybody you tell me to throw hands with. Like I don't care.
I'm down. Let's do it.
WASD tag team.
Oh fuck yeah.
I just don't want to fight Speed. He's like got that Bruce Lee body thing going on right now, and it's fuck. He's gonna be too fast. He's gonna fuck me up. I know. But bam, I'm done, dude. I really don't want to deal with that.
Yeah, that's fair.
You know.
Um, eh, yeah, and kind of going back into some of our trends here, right? We gotta touch sidetrack with but it's also honestly a trend that has kind of really pointed the direction of a lot of developers as well. So it is fair to bring up in this conversation for
Yeah.
sure. But one I wanted to bring up with triple A companies actually is the live service game thing, which is a broad range. I feel like we are finally hitting the point where a lot of companies are not really chasing the battle royale as much. I feel like that is finally starting to die down.
It feels like it's
It
an
has been a
option now.
yeah,
Here you
it's
go,
like
like
usually
free.
it's over here if you want it, but also like yeah, whatever. But and I played the shit out of Marvel Rivals, right? Like that is my live service game, but you can really only feasibly pick one if you want to do everything in the game. If you want to make it through the passes, if you want to do this and that, like you can really only play one of these, but all of these companies are trying to spit these things out like people have unlimited fucking time to
Yeah.
play 6 different live service games and keep up with it and spend money in it. I mean, look at Concord, right? The probably the biggest flop of this decade so far,
See
as
how
far
Marathon
like,
does.
well, yeah, Marathon might be right there. I just saw their CEO today, by the way.
Don't worry, it's going into it's going into another playtest next month.
I'm sure
I'm still
nothing has
and I'm
changed.
still not invited. Fuck you, Bungie.
But the live service thing has been, I honestly, a scourge on fucking games. Like, you can't just make a multiplayer game. You can't just make a single player game. There's got to be fucking, and I have no problem with DLC, right? DLC, I think, is a good thing to have in games to be able to expand upon a single player game. There's nothing wrong with that as long as it's not egregious. There's a way to do it. There's a lot of companies that have done it and done it well. But there's some companies that abuse that as well. But like I shouldn't be buying cosmetics
No.
or anything like that in a single player game. But why? Why is that there?
It
Why is
should be
that
on
a thing?
unlockable.
Or you can have like you can have DLC that brings new cosmetics or something like that. But I look at Ubisoft as
Still feels
a
dirty, dude.
huge one that I really despise is the way Ubisoft has handled recent Assassin's Creed games, where they put in like a fast pass to basically level your fucking character up and skip a bunch of shit. So you literally pay money to not play their fucking game, which fair enough, it's an Ubisoft game, but at the same time, the fuck, like, what are we doing here? I just there's a lot of weird shit like that where everything just has to be able to like nickel and dime you for everything. Mobile games are a fucking nightmare. Like everything's a fucking nightmare with all of this microtransaction bullshit. It's like, yeah, the cost of games is going up. We're going $70-$80 now, right, in the
Yep.
US. And but on top of that, now you also still have to buy DLC. That's probably also going to go up in price. You like if you want the full story, if you want anything beyond that, it's like that's where it gets egregious. The original price increase, I'm not stoked about either, but I kind of understand where that's coming from. But when you also just have so much microtransactions for a game, like if you look up a JRPG game or Monster, right? Monster Hunter Wilds is a game that I think of, and all of the Monster Hunter games have been this way, where they have a season pass or a content pass for like a season, right? And so you get fucking or not DLC, but like fucking cosmetic pack 1 through 5 with this one, and you get that, and it has gestures, and it has emotes, and it has hairstyles, and maybe style for your armor. That kind of stuff is just outrageous and egregious, and I'm so over the live service thing, and I understand these companies are trying to make money, but fuck me, it's just it turns me off of games so quickly.
Well, when we're already in an environment where we're spending more on the games and the consoles, because the PlayStation is now more expensive to buy in America. So, thumbs up. Not going to point fingers, but thumbs up.
But they've raised the price of the Switch One
Yes.
in America. The Switch fucking One.
Yes. Listen, I I remember when it was called expansion packs.
Yes.
And in the expansion, again, but like, I don't care. In the expansion pack, you would pay 20 times 30, maybe. I've never paid more than $30 for a big expansion pack. In that
Yeah,
pack,
that's
you
usually
would
about
get
right.
almost a second game. Sometimes, not every
Yeah.
time, but if it was a good game with a great expansion pack, oh man, get everything in that bitch. Like especially for the fall. Let's talk about the Fallout series. Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas expansion packs. Fuck
Huge.
4. 4 can suck my dick from the back.
Yeah.
But those three, those two games, insane. And then
Oh yeah.
if you just wait a couple months, you go to your GameStop and Game of the Year edition's out, and you
And
get
get
it
everything.
all.
Yep.
And it's like that was awesome, and people bitched about that. I'm like, no, this is good. This is
Yeah,
good.
that was the best way to go about it, honestly. That being said, Bethesda is
Betas, yeah.
also the company that kind of fucking led the charge on all of this with
So did
the horse
Valve.
armor.
Yeah, I know, but
Well, horse armor, yeah, and then Valve had crates
knives.
and keys and yeah, you got to get this knife, and if you get this knife, you might be able to sell it on the marketplace for ungodly amounts of money, but the odds of getting said knife are very slim.
Very slim. But like I hate the concept of having to have the best skin in a game because skins equals wins. And like I've hopped into a game of Fortnite where it was like with randos, they're like, abort this, abort. What do they call me if you're a what do they call people who don't have skins?
A default.
Default. Yeah, it's default. And I left. I went,
The fuck?
what do I do?
I will say I did spend I've actually spent quite a bit of not a quite a bit, but a decent chunk of change in Fortnite just because I used to play it a lot with my kids. So like I'd get a pass and work through the pass
That's
with them or
fine,
whatever.
but
But
like,
yeah, no, it fucking sucks, dude. I'm a sucker for skins too. I'm gonna be really honest. Like Marvel Rivals
oh, I've
has me
got you
by
in its
the
clutches. Well,
balls.
okay, but it's also
Has me
your thing.
yeah, Marvel's my fucking thing, but boy, oh boy, it has me right by the nutsack.
They love to see you coming, just like Trauma. Trauma loves to see me coming.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Because
We all have our fucking weakness, right?
oh, can't help it. Cannot help it. If you put anything spawn related in front of me, it's coming home.
Yeah.
Like it has to. Um, yeah, dude. For me, man, those are just some of the trends that I'm really seeing that I'm really not. I'm either digging a lot, or I'm looking back and I'm like, dude, this is the problem here. Like microtransactions streamers, fucking live services, dude. And it's just like, that's only like a microcosm of the problems in the industry. If you want to
Yeah.
get big, you can be like, okay, well, every studio's making a ton of money off microtransactions itself, not the game, but people are still losing their jobs, right?
Yep.
If you want to talk about a trend, that's what, but like,
It's a huge
that
fucking trend.
that is that is an episode all in and of itself that I would actually have to spend half the week studying to get my facts completely right to then talk about these companies and how they fuck their people over,
Yep.
because I don't want to sound like an asshole.
Yeah, and even yeah, that's a fucking
As a
yeah,
beehive.
that's a tough situation, right? And it's that's unfortunately the worst trend in a in a
Brody went, there we
landscape
go.
where we already have a lot of bad trends.
Yeah.
I did want to point out essentially like kind of to give a little bit of a not necessarily closing remark because I don't really feel I feel like I talked in circles a touch on this, but I think most of the artistic trends, the things where we're trying out, voxel art or low
Yeah.
poly or pixel art, or one of my favorites that I've seen in recent years is the Octopath Traveler, where it's that 2D HD with like the
Yeah, I love it.
you still have a shed, like it looks so good. Like
Long
I
Walk
love
looks
the
like
art.
that.
Yeah. Like I love these artistic trends. I love things like The Night is Gray where they're going back to a old school point and click
Yeah,
type of
dude.
deal.
They
Like
crushed
I
it.
love those kinds of things that are not necessarily leaning on the nostalgia factor, but they're just kind of going back to what they know, right? The people making these games are probably our fucking age and they probably played these games. I love this game. I want to do something like that. Um I like those trends.
Yeah.
Whereas the trends in gaming of trying to constantly chase this hamster wheel of fucking battle royales. Oh, we gotta do this now. Gotta
Extraction
do
now.
that. Yeah, like the extraction shooter. Yeah, again, we've talked about that, right? Marathon should not be a fucking extraction shooter.
Single
It should
player
be a
experience. Destiny
or
esque.
even a Destiny-like thing, right?
Yeah.
Something like that would have worked so well for the world, for your storytelling. You don't tell a story in a fucking extraction shooter. You can, I guess, but
They're
who
saying
cares,
it's
right?
possible.
Yeah, fuck them. Yeah. After playing that, no.
Back to the
Uh,
drawing board, baby.
but those kinds of trends are the trends that get old because what happens is these companies see one successful game in or in that market, that niche market, whatever it may be, and then it may blow up, right? And then it takes 5 years for them to put out a game because
Yes.
development takes forever. And then 5 years, look at how many battle royales we got in 2021.
Yeah.
Like give or take 5 years after Fortnite really fucking blew up,
Give or
right?
take when fucking PUBG really blew up.
Well, yeah, PUBG was really the catalyst for it, and then Fortnite got massive, and so everybody's like, oh, we have to make a battle royale now. So then we got that really bad Battlefield one. We've got, I mean, we have really holds its own, I think. But that's again the people who are buying the Maddens, the Call of Duty, and that's the two games they purchased for a year. I had a whole conversation in the Discord about that today of
To the
like,
normies. Yeah.
yeah, the fucking normies, and that is the vast majority of people who play games. Like whether you like it or not, that's what it is, and that's why it sells like crazy, and they buy all the fucking whatever, right? But it's um but yeah, this trend chasing mentality that these execs have at these companies. It doesn't get them anywhere because they end up spending a bunch of money to develop a game that is 5 years too late to the fucking party.
Yep.
Do
The
something
marathon.
new. Yeah. Oh, Marathon is way too late to the party to be in a fucking extraction shooter.
Dude.
I feel like the heyday of extraction shooters has come and gone.
And people are already done with Tarkov and it's not even fucking finished yet.
Well, yeah, that's a whole nother ball game
Fuck
there.
Nikita.
Yeah.
Anyways. Yeah, no. I like a lot of the artsy stuff. I do like experimental things. I
Yeah.
mean, dude, like I love that shit and I want to see more of it. I don't want to see the same low poly things, right? Like if you're gonna do it awesome.
Yeah.
Like, do something that you want to do. That's what I like seeing when people create things they want to create. Um, some of these other trends we discussed, man, are just fucking killing it for me. It bums me out because then we have to get on the show and we have to be negative while we're also trying to be positive, right? It's like, fuck me, man. I just like video games. You fucking it all up.
Yeah. I think indie
Bitch.
games have it right, and I
Yep.
think AAA games have just become soulless for the most part.
They feel like that, dude. But then you get those like really diamonds in the roughs like Larian.
Yeah.
Like, oh, thank God you're here. And then like I'll say for Valve, look at Deadlock now. Like that big update came out, everyone's like, "Yay, keep cooking."
I keep forgetting that game exists.
Yes, that's what they want you to do. That's what Valve wants you to do. But no, it had a huge update. And everyone loved it.
Yeah.
Would love the update. So it's like there's these studios that do exist that we're going to continue to pave the way. Remedy, yeah, FBC Firebreak's not good, but Alan Wake is an example of a fucking game that shouldn't be fun almost. That just fucking is because the
Yeah.
story and how important events are in that game and just how like it is in your face. Fun. Death Stranding is a game that
Yep.
first one was
I was
either
gonna bring
loved
that
or
up.
hated, and the
But
second one,
even then, like, there's a certain amount of respect that comes with it too. Like, even if you don't like it, like, you gotta be like, "This dude fucking went for it."
oh,
Like, he
twice,
he did the fucking thing, and he did it again, and it's weird as shit,
and it is better
and
than the first weird shit thing.
yeah, like, it's the strangest fucking concept for a game you've ever heard in your entire life, and he fucking people love it,
It
like, for the
works.
most part, right?
I
And
love
it
Death
works.
Stranding.
Yeah, so it's like that's the kind of shit I want to see. I miss in going through all these older games and everything recently. I'm like tiptoeing around what I'm doing, even though everyone's doing. Like seeing games on there that I'm like, yeah, like that was a cool new idea. This was a cool new idea. Like that's the stuff that really does make me appreciate older games, even though I don't go back and play them as often as I'd like to. Everything it was a new landscape. It was a, "Hey, push it, see how far we can go, see what we can do, what works, what doesn't work." It was creative,
Yes.
and, outside of the indie space, like, that's gone because companies can't afford to make the risks.
Yep.
They can't. Like we talked about that on the last episode. They cannot afford to put out a game that doesn't hit because they spent 200 fucking $1,000,000 on.
Right. Yeah.
It sucks. It's a bad landscape that I'm not going to say we have made, but that gaming as a whole has come to because it is more business than it is entertainment.
Yes. And I mean, hopefully one day it'll change. There are a lot of cool things coming. I mean, Big Mode from Donkey is just an
Oh,
awesome thing. I love seeing it. There's just tons of shit. You got New Blood, you got Night Dive, you got Big Mode. The biggest one out of them all, obviously, is Valve, but like Valve is doing cool shit again. And fucking Larian, I cannot wait to see what Larian does next. The studio behind Expedition 33. That was their first
yeah,
game, and it was is one of the most
it's
loved games of this
incredible.
year.
The director or the writer for that game, that was her first video game she has ever
And
worked
it's
on.
about to be a movie.
It's incredible
Things
what they did
can
with that.
things can and will go right.
Yes.
Just let it.
Yep. Absolutely.
That's where the bow is. Just want to see gaming do its thing and not get sunset by a bunch of stupid trends.
Yep.
Everybody, please go check out our sponsors, support us, and give us money.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding. No, but you guys should go check out the sponsors. I was trying to make it like I don't know. I was trying to be funny. Joke
Yeah,
didn't land. Okay, I'm
yeah,
gonna work. I'm gonna work
I
past it.
got you, I got you, I got you,
Um,
I know what you meant.
should send us money though. That'd be cool. No, anyway, I'm joking. Um, so check out the sponsors down below. That's Final Boss, SCREAMBOX. Check them out. Support them. By supporting them, you directly support us. Check out Roll for Deception. Check out It Came from SCREAMBOX. Check out the Spawn Camp. Email us at wasdbeyond@gmail.com to let us know what you thought about this episode. Let us know what you want to hear in the future, what games we should be playing. If you are creating a game, hit us up. We would love to talk to you.
Yes, absolutely.
You're going to start vetting now, though, because we have been burned, and we're not going to talk about that. So, with that being said, guys,
The lost episode.
it's waiting to be as soon as whatever. Um, with all that being said, if you enjoyed the episode, please comment, subscribe, like, do all that cool shit. Follow us on social media, Beyond WASD or WASD Beyond, whatever. Just find us. Links down below. Um, Subscribe to us on Spotify and Apple, all that cool stuff. If you like it, show your friends, subscribe to us, give us a like. Until next week, guys, take it easy. Safe.